Talk to you about 3 different pelvic alignments and which one is ideal for standing every day and for beginning an exercise. So I'm going to go to the side here, okay? So this is the ideal pelvic alignment where there's a slight curve in your lower back, your butt is behind you, okay? Your ribs are closed and tucked down towards your pelvis. What you don't want to see, the 2 more exaggerated pelvic positions I see a lot are one, posterior pelvic tilt where your butt is tucked underneath you. And why that isn't ideal is because it's pulling on your lower back muscles, pulling them to tuck that butt under, and also pulling your hamstrings up, okay? So your hamstrings can get really tight. So you don't want to have this posterior pelvic tilt where it's pulling your hamstrings in, pulling on the lower back, jutting your pelvis forward. Okay, some people walk like this a little bit more. They're really putting their pelvis out in front of them. You don't want to see that. That's going to cause back and hamstring issues. What you want is just a slight curve. The other pelvic position I see a lot, especially in women who have had children, is more of this anterior pelvic tilt. So it's an excessive arching in the lower back, butt is really behind you. And what that's doing is it's pulling the abs, okay? So this linea alba in the middle here, that's what needs to move a lot of times when you have a baby, okay, when you're pregnant, and you do see more of this anterior pelvic tilt when you're pregnant in order to stay upright because the weight, it's all in the front here. So what happens is that after giving birth, a lot of times women stay in that pelvic position because that is what becomes the new normal. What you need to do is train your body, okay, from that excessive pelvic position to back to more neutral. So what I like to teach my clients is to play around with getting yourself into these 3 pelvic positions and do some exercises every day where you feel the 3 so that you know what is more normal. So what I mean by that is tuck your butt under, okay? How does that feel? Notice how it's pulling a little bit more on your back. Your hamstrings have to get tighter to pull your butt in, okay? That's not what we want to see. Then go to the other exaggerated position. Okay, this should also be causing some low back pain. Maybe not right away, but if you do it excessively, your butt's all the way behind you, okay, and it's pulling more on your abs. So then go to neutral, okay? It's just a little bit in, and you can actually put your hands here like I'm doing, okay? So if your butt is stuck out far, okay, and your belly's kind of protruding a little bit, okay, just move both hands to kind of center it. Notice how there's still a little bit of a back arch. Your butt's still behind you, but it's not that excessive arching, okay? And again, you don't want the butt tucked underneath you. So if you feel yourself doing that, again, put your hands here and push back a little bit. So this is neutral position. This is what you want to strive for throughout the day. You want this to become your new normal.